So I've struggled with my reproductive health care ever since I first started my period. I've always had really irregular periods, and for a long time I didn't realize that that's a very common thing in women. Because of that, I started taking birth control at a pretty young age, the birth control pill, and I took that for several years, off and on up until high school. I never liked taking the pill. I'm really bad at remembering to take pills, and it seems so simple, like you take one pill a day at the same time, but it's really pretty high maintenance to take it every single day. And so through working with All Access, I learned about different options, and I thought the implant would be a good option for me. And so I got it, and I feel pretty lucky to have been really accepted by, my mom and my doctor in the whole process of wanting to get the implant. The whole procedure lasts less than 10 minutes probably. So the first thing they do is that they numb your arm, and that's definitely the worst part of the procedure. The numbing medicine does sting a lot, but within 30 seconds your arm is completely numb. And so whenever they actually insert the implant, you can't really feel anything, you just feel a bit of pressure on your arm. And that's really it. After that, you're good for 3 years.
Nice deep breaths. You're doing so awesome. You're such a pro. Well done.
I feel like birth control really makes me feel normal in a way. For years, ever since I was 10, 11, I just felt really weird in my body. I didn't feel confident about myself because of all these issues I was having when it came to my reproductive health. And so having birth control there to help me through that and kind of live a normal life.
I was like 13 years old, and I started my first period at a football game. And I went home and I was like, Mom, my stomach hurts. There's stuff in my pants, like all this weird stuff is happening. And she said, oh honey, that's your period. She never talked to me about having a period before. Like no one ever said, one day you're gonna start bleeding. No one did that. So I go back in the back to start talking to the doctor, and we're sitting down, and he's like, so you're here for birth control? Yes. Can you tell me about the implant? He said, you can't get the implant. Well, why not? He said, the implant is for people that can't swallow pills. You can swallow the pill. So I said, well, I was on a patch for years. He said, I know. I said, can I get back on a patch? He said, no. The patch and the implant are for people that cannot swallow pills. You can swallow a pill, so you will get the pill. I said, I don't want the pill. I can't remember it. He said, you have to train your mind. You have to make yourself remember. So instead of giving me the patch, forget the implant. I don't even want to know about it anymore. Just give me my patch back. And he said, no. Do you want the pill or not? I don't want to leave there without birth control. This man heard me, heard what I wanted and what I needed, completely ignored it, and gave me whatever he thought I needed, not what I knew that I needed. Although you're a doctor, I know my body too. I got the pill and I started it, and about 3 or 4 days in, I absolutely hated my life. Like, I hated my life. I had the worst mood swings. I had thoughts that I haven't had in years, like terrible, terrible thoughts. And I did not want to get out of bed. Like, everything was not okay. So I had to go to another doctor in Whitesburg, at a clinic in Whitesburg, and she prescribed me my patch back.
Birth control has really impacted my life since I was about 14 years old. I've been on the Depo-Provera shot since I was 14, about a sophomore in high school, and I feel like it worked really well with me at first, and that it, because like I didn't have a period and I didn't have like any of the issues that people claim that comes with the birth control shot. I didn't gain hardly any weight. If I did gain weight, like it's probably just with my growth. I quit taking it my senior year of high school, so I was probably on it for about 2 to 3 years, and I wanted to switch to a different method because everybody kept telling me, like all my friends and stuff, how dangerous the shot was and like how it can make you gain weight and you can possibly get pregnant while you're on it because their moms did and all this other stuff. So like I quit taking the Depo and then got on the pill.
Birth control's impacted my life in a lot of positive ways, considering when I was like maybe around 10 or 11, I was diagnosed with PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome. And so me taking birth control also with another medication, metformin, it keeps my cyst shrunk down in my ovaries so I don't have any grow or rupture.